Welcome to Psycholab, the podcast where we dissect the hidden psychology behind the brands, trends, and tech that shape our lives. I'm your host, Josh.
And I'm Chelsea. And today, Josh, I am officially over it.
Ooh, starting strong. Over what exactly?
Over being made to feel like a complete moron for trying to buy a simple cup of coffee. I just came from Starbucks, and I swear I need a Rosetta Stone to order a caffeine fix.
I know this story well. The Starbucks initiation ritual. Lay it on me.
Okay, so I walked in, totally stressed, late for this recording, just wanting a normal, medium sized black coffee. Simple. I get to the front of the line and I say, "Can I get a medium black coffee, please?"
A perfectly reasonable request in any other corner of the civilized universe.
That's what I thought. The barista, who looked about 16, by the way, just gives me this blank, pitying stare, a long, painful, silent stare. And then he sighs and says, "You mean a grande?"
The tone is everything in that moment, isn't it? The little upward inflection on grande, the slight head tilt.
It was dripping with condescension, like I just tried to pay him with a shiny rock I found on the sidewalk. And then, because I'm an idiot, I argued. I said, "No, not large, medium." And he goes, "Right, a grande." But grande literally means large in three different languages, and tall means small. What kind of parallel universe is this? It's deliberately confusing. It felt like a test, and I failed miserably. I just stood there feeling stupid.
And that feeling, Chelsea, that specific uncomfortable feeling of being an outsider, that's not a bug, it's the entire feature.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the fact that Starbucks isn't a coffee shop, it's a club. Or if you want to be conspiratorial about it, it's a cult. And like any good cult, it has its own secret language designed to separate the believers from the non believers.
A cult? Okay, that's a little dramatic. They have good cake pops.
Think about it. The confusing names are an intentional language barrier. It's the first step in creating a powerful psychological dynamic, the in group versus the out group.
In group, out group. That sounds familiar.
It's basic tribal psychology. Humans are wired to want to belong. We want to be part of the tribe. In this scenario, the tribe is everyone who confidently walks up and orders a venti, half calf, soy milk, extra foam, upside down caramel macchiato.
Okay, that person is definitely in a cult.
They know the language, they know the rituals, they are the in group, they belong. You, on the other hand, by asking for a medium, immediately identified yourself as an outsider.
Right, an alien.
And that feeling of shame you felt, the slight embarrassment, that's the evolutionary pressure to conform. Your brain is telling you, learn the language or you'll be cast out of the tribe. The barista's little correction wasn't just a correction, it was a subtle act of social enforcement.
Wow, so me feeling stupid was the goal?
It's a powerful incentive to learn, and once you do, you're invested. This leads to the next psychological trap, the sunk cost fallacy.
Dunk cost, that's when you keep doing something you hate just because you've already put so much time or money into it.
Exactly. Once you spend the mental energy to memorize that tall is small, grande is medium, and venti is large, and that a macchiato isn't what you think it is, you've invested in the system.
Yeah, okay.
Why would you ever go to Dunkin' Donuts after that? At Dunkin', all that hard earned knowledge is worthless. You have to go back to ordering a medium. It feels like a downgrade. You've become a Starbucks pro, and you're not going to give up that status lightly.
That is disturbingly accurate. I do feel a tiny bit of pride now when I remember to say grande.
See? They've got you. But it goes even deeper. Are you familiar with the misspelled name conspiracy theory?
You mean how they can never spell a simple name right? My cup today said Chelsea, Chellsey. I've never spelled my name that way in my life. I figured they were just busy.
The theory states that it's intentional. Think about it. What's the very first thing people do when they get a coffee cup with a ridiculously misspelled name on it?
They take a picture of it and post it on Instagram.
Bingo! Free advertising. Every time someone posts their cup where Brian is spelled Bryann, they are providing free organic marketing for a multi-billion-dollar corporation. That green siren logo is right there, front and center on millions of social media feeds. It's genius.
Okay, my mind is a little blown right now. I feel like I'm in the Matrix. So the language, the names, what else?
The space itself. Starbucks pioneered the concept of the third place.
The third place?
Right. Your home is the first place, your work is the second place. Starbucks engineered a comfortable, accessible, low pressure environment to be your third place. It's a social hub that's not your living room and not your cubicle.
That makes sense.
But even that is manipulated. Ever notice the variety of chairs? There are comfy armchairs where they want you to stay for hours. Then there are hard wooden chairs with no back support at small tables.
The laptop freelancer chairs.
Those are designed for higher turnover. They give you just enough comfort to get your work done, but not enough to camp out all day. They're masters of environmental psychology. Everything is designed, from the lighting to the music volume.
I'm never going to be able to sit in a Starbucks again without analyzing the chair I'm in.
And we haven't even touched on the final piece of the puzzle, the customization trap.
Oh God, don't get me started on the 87,000 combinations.
That number isn't about choice, it's about making you feel like a co creator. It triggers something called the IKEA effect.
The IKEA effect? Like when you love your wobbly bookshelf way more than it deserves because you spent 6 hours building it yourself?
Precisely. When you put in the effort to design your perfect drink, 2 pumps of this, a sprinkle of that, oat milk instead of soy, you value it more. It's not just a latte anymore, it's your latte. You're the architect. And that personal investment, that feeling of co creation, is the perfect on ramp to their most powerful tool of modern loyalty, the Starbucks Rewards app.
And you feel unique and special, even though you're one of millions doing the exact same thing.
And it's not just about feeling special, it's about data. Every single customization, every choice you make is another data point that Starbucks collects. They know your preferences, your habits, when you're most likely to buy a coffee, and what add ons you're most susceptible to. That data is incredibly valuable for targeted marketing and product development.
Exactly. It's a carefully constructed illusion of personalization at mass scale. But what about the app? I feel like I'm glued to it.
That app is the digital Skinner box. It's a masterclass in intermittent reinforcement. You buy a few coffees, you get a star. You collect enough stars, you get a free drink. It feels like you're winning, like you're earning something. But are you?
I feel attacked. I literally checked my star count this morning. So the app isn't just a convenience, it's a behavior modification tool.
It creates a powerful bond between you and the brand. And the complex menu, that creates decision fatigue for new customers, which circles right back to the in group out group dynamic. The menu is overwhelming, so you either flee or you commit to learning the secret code to join the tribe.
I feel like I need to go home and rethink all of my life choices, starting with my morning coffee run.
Essentially, yes. The key takeaway is this: when you go to Starbucks, you aren't just buying caffeine. You're paying $7 to participate in a ritual, to rent a chair in a socially engineered space, and to speak a secret language that confirms your membership in the tribe. Or just lean into it. Now you know the rules of the game.
You know what? In honor of this revelation, I'm proposing we change the subscribe button on our podcast to the Venti button. Maybe then people will actually feel compelled to click it.
Hey, whatever works. Just click it, join our tribe. We promise we won't judge you for how you order your coffee. Thanks for tuning in to Psycholab.